Hey everybody, this is Missilechicken with a review of Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver for PlayStation 1. This game, first thing you'll see is a cinematic where Raziel comes in. Kain is like the leader of a vampire clan, and Raziel is one of his followers. There's like 12 people under Kain. Raziel is one of those, and Kain goes back. There's a game called Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, which is like a top-down, sort of like Diablo style game, where you're going through like an RPG sort of. And so Kain's a vampire. He created these other 12 who are his disciples, and they're all pretty much equal. What you're seeing here is Raziel kind of evolved quicker than the rest of them, quicker than even Kain himself. So Kain was jealous, and you see he like ripped his wings off and threw him into this thing called the Abyss. So he falls down to the Abyss for 1,000 years, and this voice like wakes him up.
Beyond these walls,
the gameplay is a lot like
the seat of Kain's empire.
Tomb Raider, sort of.
It now appeared, collapsing into the
sort of like
dust
Zelda in a way, like the combat style's like Zelda, but it has like the block puzzles and the switch puzzles of like a Tomb Raider game.
Execution and resurrection,
the graphics for PS1,
centuries have apparently passed.
for a PS1 game are pretty incredible. This game far and away has like the best story and voice acting of any game that I've ever played. Or the series rather, because they keep the same voice actors and the same writers and things. But yeah, the whole story is you have to go, now that the 1,000 years have passed, you have to go and fight the other brothers, because like everything has diminished since you were gone, like, or since Raziel was gone. The vampires that are now coming forth are just like these like mutants and zombies and things. This is not what Raziel thinks a vampire should be, which would be like the medieval rich person with all like the civility or whatever. Is like what he sees vampires as being. And so the degradation of the vampires throughout the 1,000 years, I mean, it kind of makes him mad, so he's got to go in and kill the other 12. Well, that's how it was meant to take place. This game, you kill like 6 of the brothers, and each time you do that, you get a new ability. Like the first one you kill, you can phase through like iron bars and stuff when you're in the spectral realm, which you see me playing through mostly in the material realm, but the spectral realm you can shift to at any time, which is like the spirit world or whatever. Water becomes like air or whatever, and you can like go new places, and it's really used that way as like another way for like puzzle solving, like a puzzle element to the game. So, and sometimes the background and scenery actually morph from the spectral realm to the material realm. So there's actually puzzles involved in that too. Like you can't move blocks or anything in the spirit realm. Like everything is set the way it is. Water is like air.
At least had remained and, constant.
There's no fire. You can't pick up staffs and things. But you can do that in the material realm.
And the womb.
But sometimes like you'll need to move a block while you're in the material realm, switch to the spirit realm,
much of Nosgoth's
and then switch back once the blocks move. Like,
bearings.
I mean,
my clan territory was to the west.
Like different jumps and things.
To see how my descendants had fared
but I mean,
during the centuries of my
it's a really fun game, and it actually holds up well for as old as it is. Here's just some of the combat. All the vampires that you're fighting are susceptible to all the things of vampire lore, like fire, water, being impaled. And like if you impale one of them and don't consume their soul, and then you take your staff back, that vampire comes back to life. So you eat their souls to to gain health and things, and you have to have a certain amount of health to even shift into the material realm. So, I mean, here's just like the combat, and the game is called Soul Reaver, which is referring to a sword. And you'll see here in a minute.
Beat an answer from your horrid
this
lips.
is like one of the first bosses. It's just showing you that that's what he's devolved into, and whenever you kill him, you get his power. But anyway, back to the Soul Reaver. See here in a minute, Kain, like a cutscene with Kain, and he's got the physical Soul Reaver sword, and he's fighting Raziel, and when the battle's over, he breaks the sword over Raziel's back, and then that releases like the spirit form of the sword, so you go into the spirit realm, and you get the sword, and you can wield it against all these things, and then it makes it a little bit easier for the combat and stuff in certain situations. Yeah, sorry about the video being kind of dark right there. Anyway, but so you're fighting, you can fight things with the Soul Reaver, you can find like power-ups and glyphs and things. This is the brother dying, and Kain, or Raziel absorbing the power to like phase through gates and stuff, which you'll see.
Kain.
This is the fight with Kain, and he's talking about his destiny and all this. And
I am your creation.
it kind of has that aspect going through the story. Kain's all about destiny, and Raziel is all about
what have you done with
like
my
choice or whatever.
Degenerate? You have no right.
And this pretty much starts the series with
also destroy
of games between Kain and Raziel. There was like Soul Reaver 2, and then there was Legacy of Kain Defiance, which ties it all in together. So, I mean, if you're looking for a game that's got like really good story elements and like very good voice acting, I mean like top-notch voice acting, get this series of games, the Soul Reaver games. The Blood Omen games are pretty cool too. The gameplay on those aren't as great, but the story, I mean, it's Kain, it's still the same guy doing Kain's voice and things, so the story's still there. It's just the gameplay aspect wasn't so great on those games.
I would choose integrity.
And so I mean, yeah, I kind of didn't cut this short enough. It's just Kain and Raziel talking back and forth.
See what has become of our
and
empire.
Kain used the pillars of Nosgoth
Witness
for
the end
his
of
like
an
throne
age.
room or whatever.
The
So
clans
that's what all the
scattered to the
columns are in the
corners of
background. It's
Nosgoth.
non-pillars of Nosgoth. I mean,
This place has
you really have to go
outlasted
back
its
and play the other
usefulness.
games to get the full story
have
behind
you.
those, but they each represented something. The pillar in the center was the pillar of balance, and it
The
was
Soul
shattered.
Reaver,
So
Kain's ancient blade,
that's the one that he
older
uses
than
as his
any of
throne.
us and 1,000 times
So,
more deadly. The legends
but anyway,
claim
I mean,
that the blade was possessed
it's a pretty good
and
game.
bribed by devouring the souls
It's an
of its
excellent game,
victims.
actually.
For all our bravado, we knew
I
what
got
it
mine for
meant
like
when
$6.
Kain drew the Soul Reaver in anger. It meant
So I mean, you can
were
pick
dead.
this one up fairly cheap if you can find it. That's really the hard part about it. I haven't seen Soul Reaver 2 anywhere lately. You can find Legacy of Kain Defiance for like $4 or $5 or whatever if you can find it. That's really the only thing about these games, but I mean, they are really great games. Especially if you're
The blade is vanquished,
just into the first-person action games.
so it unfolds,
So,
and we are a step
anyway,
closer to our destiny.
hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.
From this moment and ever afterward, you and this blade are inextricably bound. Soul Reaver blade, its energy unbound. No longer a physical blade, it can only manifest itself in the material realm when your strength is fully restored.